welcome to the channel. That is Sweet Georgia Brown, trying to do it in the style of a hot gypsy style of Django Reinhardt and Stefan Grappelli. I'm Fiddlin' Johnny, by the way, and welcome to my fiddle channel and magic review. I've picked that tune today because I'm reviewing The Four Jokers by Bernard Bilis. And Bernard Bilis is a French magician, and this effect, I think, actually, once you get pretty good at it, you can jazz on it a little bit as well, and hence the attempt at the jazzy tune. All right, stick around. You're going to want to see what my thoughts are on The Four Jokers by Bernard Bilis.
Look, I have here four jokers. Four jokers, same value, same color, four red backs. Two here and two here. But look and listen. Now we have two blue and two reds. I do it again. The blue on table, the reds in the end, but if you snap, you have one blue and one red. And here too, one red and one blue. Once again, slow motion, red and blue. And here what I have red and blue too. Just remember, the red is on bottom, the blue is on top. When you hear this, it's changing. Now we have two blue here and two reds here. But just not forget that till the beginning we have only four cards, four red cards, four jokers. You like it? Good. Oh, it's not finished. Look, I have always the four jokers. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 jokers. Please show me one. This one? The most difficult one, you know. This one you want, okay? So look, it's a red back, but it's a blue pad. If I just do this, now I have a blue card. All the other cards are reds, and please have a look.
Hey everyone, hope you're doing really well. I'm Fiddlin' Johnny, and as you know, this is my magic review today. And today I'm going to review Bernard Bilis's The Four Jokers. Let's talk a little bit about what you get. You get this little packet right here, and in this packet you're going to get 3 red-backed jokers and 1 blue-backed joker, and then you're going to get 1 gimmick cards. If you've been doing magic for any amount of time, you already have all of these cards already. It's about 31 minutes in length. It's just a little shy of 31 minutes. So your instruction. And so let's talk about how are the instructions. So you're going to get both Bernard Bilis and Eric Tate from Penguin Magic. Each take up about half of that time. Bernard's going to do about 15 minutes and Eric Tate is going to do 15 minutes. And they're both teaching you the exact same routine. On Bernard's side, you're going to get a full uncut performance with actual people at a restaurant, which I really like. And each of them sort of bring a different teaching style that's subtly different, and both of them are good. So if you're not really fond of Bernard Bilis's teaching, you're going to get Eric Tate's teaching. And if you don't like Eric Tate, you're going to get Bernard Bilis's teaching. So I actually found both of them to be really good teachers that sort of brought different strengths based upon their routine and their own skills that they brought. So that's what you're going to get in terms of the instructions. They're great. It's in Penguin Studios. Everything's high quality in that respect. You are going to learn Bernard Bilis's click change, and you can see that in the trailer. The click change sort of where he presses the cards together, they separate, and suddenly one of the backs of the cards has changed color. It is really relatively easy to do. I actually found success the very first time I attempted it. It seemed no problem. I would say after about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes tops, you'll have the click change down. It might only take you 5 minutes, to be honest. I think it's a relatively easy move to do. If you find it really hard to do, not to worry. Eric Tate does this great job of teaching one that is super easy, that requires, I don't want to say no skill, but close to no skill, that anyone could do it. So if you know how to separate 2 cards, you can do it. So so you get this range of skill level with the slides there. You're also going to learn, like, you know, a double lift on there. You're going to do an Elmsley count as well. So if you're looking at it and wondering about your skill level and can you do it and are there difficult slides, I would say no. But if you're brand new to an Elmsley count is easy to do. You'll learn that. If you don't know how to do a double lift, I think the double lift on this is really easy to do, easier than doing it from a full packet of cards, in my humble opinion. So those are sort of like at the skill level that is required here. Let's talk about the Gimmick. So normally I would talk about the Gimmick. These are United States Playing Card Company cards, jokers. So essentially you're going to get 4 regular jokers and then 1 gimmicked card, and it's the type of gimmick that if you've been doing Magic for any time, you already have. So nothing super special there. Could have been a download simply because they're all cards that you already have. So let's go a little bit more into the skill level. This is, I would say, it is a beginner skill level, not maybe your first trick that you purchase, but early on in a skill level. What it does require, and this is what I think you need to know, is that it's going to require practice because of the phases. Here's my experience. I saw the trailer. I didn't bother reading any of the ad copy. I immediately knew that I wanted to learn it. I think in retrospect, if I had learned it, watched it, I probably could have just reversed engineered what was going on. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to purchase this and we're going to do this. It does require practice. It's not difficult, but each phase you sort of have to remember things like you're going to take your cards and you have 2 in this hand and 2 in this hand, and you have to put like left hand on top of right hand, and then you might have to do a double lift and then turn the packet over and then pull off 1 card type of a thing. And in each phase I always found myself going like, okay, which part now? Am I doing the double lift now, or am I turning the packet over? And I felt like yesterday I spent 30 minutes just trying to get like each phase down and remember what comes next. That's where I felt like the practice came. The moves are easy, but in order to just get it down and your rhythm and the timing going with it, it's going to require practice for it to look good. I know that if I'm not performing this all the time and I go to pick it up, I will probably struggle, mostly because not that I can't do the slides, but that I can't remember what comes next in this routine. So I'd like to add this to like regular performance, so I'm going to try to really build my muscle memory on this and just do it over and over and over, so it's just locked in. I think that's important for you to know. It might be the single biggest takeaway in this review. Let's talk a little bit about what the pros are. So it's a small packet trick. It could be an everyday carry for you. You could stick it in your top pocket and go with it. I think it looks like, from a spectator point of view, you will blow people's minds in that they will think you are a sleight of hand artist, master of this, when it really requires very little sleight and not at all challenging. If your cards wear out, well, they're easy to replace. You've already probably got these in your house with jokers from other decks that you just don't use jokers normally, and you just pull those out and either make the Gimmick or purchase the Gimmick, and boom, you're ready to go. So it's easy to learn. It is an instant reset. It's taught really well. You don't have any angle issues on this. You can do it surrounded. It's easy for the lay person to follow because it's super visual, and essentially you're showing the cards, all red, and then suddenly 2 of them are blue, and then suddenly the blue one went over to this other packet, and then they all suddenly became red again. So it's really easy from a spectator point of view to follow what's going on here and not create confusion. So I think it's the routining is set up really nice for that. Also, this is a worker. Bernard has been performing this for the last 40 years, so it is time tested. So if you're a worker, you know that this is one that is can be really solid for you. And it's just great, good visual magic. So let's talk about what are the cons. I really couldn't come up with cons other than I think this could have been a download. It's barely a con, to be honest. But yes, it could be a download. I actually like that they sent me the cards, even though I already have these cards at home. It was nice to know, like, I'm going to use these cards exclusively for learning and practicing this routine, and when they wear out, I'll just go ahead and replace them with cards that I already have. So I don't have to go out and spend any more money because it's part of the packet of cards I already have. So that's really the only con. Who's really going to like this? If you are a card magician, and you like to do packet tricks, it's perfect. If you like really good visual magic, I think it's really good. If you are a strolling magician, you're doing table hopping, you're doing restaurant work, you're doing bar work, this is a no-brainer. It is perfect for those types of settings. So what does it cost? It costs $14.95 in the United States money, and they send you the cards for that. So probably could have been a little bit cheaper if they just did it as exclusively as a download, but $14.95, I think you have to consider whether that's a reasonable price for you for this routine in essence. All right, I think that's all you really need to know. I don't want to ramble on and take up more of your time. Go watch some of my other reviews and see what else I've reviewed. I really try to give good, honest reviews. I try to put up at least one of these a week. I've got some fun reviews that are coming up, products that I think you'll want to get a good, honest review on, to be frank. So anyway, it doesn't hurt if you like and subscribe. I'm around and I'm going to keep doing these for you. And I hope that you find them valuable. Leave a comment. I love seeing the comments and what you have to say. If you purchased it, let me know what you thought and add to the conversation to help our community here. All right, thanks everyone. I really appreciate it. I'm Fiddlin' Johnny, and remember to keep fiddling around with your magic. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.